Morning, all. All right, we got 5 games tonight in the National Hockey League. It's a Wednesday, but you know what? For a Wednesday, this actually is kind of busy, as this week is a very busy week before next week, which only has like a sparse number of games before the break. So 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, we have the Islanders in against the Ottawa Senators. In the event that the Islanders-Ottawa game is won by Boston, I owe you $5 million. Boston wins so many games we don't expect. I'm taking Boston to win all 5 games today. So for the Islanders, they're 23, 21, and 5. Just think of the profit if I'm right. So 23, 21, and 5 is the record. They did win the first meeting with the Ottawa Senators 4-2 on November 14th. The third and final meeting will be February the 14th. So for the Islanders, their power play is 29th overall. That's an issue. Their penalty kill is 6th overall. So if it involves scoring goals, the Islanders struggle with it. It involves keeping the puck out of the net. They're pretty good, starting with Sorokin, who has a .922 save percentage. Varlamov has a .908 save percentage. On the Ottawa side of things, they are 20, 23, and 3. Their power play 4th overall in the NHL. Their penalty kill is 11th. Their goaltending numbers, definitely below the Islanders. Forsberg, 899 save percentage. Talbot, 903. They are 13 points back of Washington. So they're 8 points back of the Islanders, who suddenly find themselves 5 points out of the playoffs, which is remarkable considering they seem to be pretty firmly entrenched in the playoffs not that long ago. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the New York Rangers and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Again, I'm taking Boston here. I like Boston's chances. So I'm wearing Rangers because if it does come down to the Rangers in Toronto, sure, why not? So I took Rangers the last time they played. Why not? So the first meeting was won by the Rangers 3-1 on December 15th. The third and final meeting will be April the 13th. The Rangers are 26, 14, and 7. They're 7 points back of both Carolina and New Jersey for first place in the Metro. They are 3 points ahead of Pittsburgh. For the Rangers, their power play is 17th overall in the NHL. Their penalty kill is 12th. Shesterkin has a save percentage of .918, so that's slowly creeping up. Halak is up to a .901, so not too bad. And as I said, 3 points ahead of Pittsburgh. For Toronto, 29, 11, and 8 is their overall record. Their power play is 7th overall. Their penalty kill is 16th. We know that power play is capable of being top 3 in the NHL. They're 14 points back of Boston now. It's just insane. And they're 5 points ahead of Tampa. So Toronto's having a great year. But if you look at the standings, you'd be like, well, but look at Boston. So at any rate, for Toronto, their goaltending numbers are pretty solid. Samsonov, .920 save percentage. Murray, a .911 save percentage. So it is interesting to see how it's played off that Toronto's goaltending, or can we trust it? I don't know, a .920 save percentage past the halfway mark of the season? Yeah, you probably can. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific start between Carolina and Detroit. For Carolina, they're 29, 9, and 8 overall. They seem to be getting things back together. They're tied with New Jersey, so they better be. They're 7 points clear of the New York Rangers. Their power play is 26th overall in the NHL. Their penalty kill is 10th. Freddie Anderson up to a .910 save percentage. Not that long ago, his save percentage was pretty low. Antti Ranta, .894 save percentage. For Dallas, 28, 13, and 8 is their overall record. They're 1 point ahead of Winnipeg. They're 9 points clear of Colorado, who now have third place in the division. So their power play is 5th overall. Their penalty kill is 4th. While the power play is 5th, it's either like the greatest thing you've ever seen or it's a complete disaster. Dallas's power play doesn't seem to have an in-between. Ottinger, .925 save percentage. Wedgwood, a .911 save percentage for him. So the separation is there between the starter and the backup, as you would normally see, and Ottinger's been pretty excellent. He's had a couple of rough games here and there, but overall, his numbers have been really good. 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific start between Columbus and the Oilers. Again, Boston. I expect Boston to win this. In the event that Boston can't play all 5 games tonight, which is, I admit, kind of sketchy, it is possible that the Panthers jump in and win one of these games. Panthers need some points too, so we'll see. Maybe Florida wins this one. Florida and Edmonton are geologically right next to one another. So, 14, 30, and 5 is the record for Columbus. People are saying, I don't think you used the right word. For Columbus, their next meeting with the Oilers will be on February 25th, which reminds me that on December 17th, Carolina Hurricanes beat Dallas 5-4 in overtime in Carolina. So this is the second of the two meetings. So at any rate, this is the first of two meetings between Columbus and the Oilers. Columbus, 25 points back of the playoffs, so not great. Their power play also in that category. 31st overall, their penalty kill, 18th. Korpisalo, a 908 save percentage. Merzlikins, 868 save percentage. So, youch. For the Oilers, 27-18-3 is their overall record. They're 2 points back of Seattle. They're 2 points ahead of Calgary in a very tightly bunched Pacific Division. Skinner, 915 save percentage. Campbell, an 887 save percentage. So, yeah, we'll see how things go. Campbell's numbers have been getting better, though. So, those numbers, I think, are a little bit misleading because there's some really bad numbers in there. But, again, with goaltending, that can happen. Then, at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, the one team Vancouver's been able to beat for some inexplicable reason is Seattle. They have yet to lose a game against the Seattle Kraken. October 27th, Vancouver wins 5-4. December 22nd, it was a 6-5 shootout victory for Vancouver. The fourth and final meeting will be April the 4th. For Vancouver, they're 19-25-3. Their power play is 14th. Their penalty kill is worst in the league. 32nd overall, 66.7% save percentage. So remember, Vancouver kills 3 out of 4. And I say in the recap video, they had a pretty good night on the penalty kill. That's why I say that, because that's better than their average. Delia, 895 save percentage. Martin, 877 save percentage. They're 14 points back of Calgary. Not making the playoffs, but they're still expected to win enough games to keep themselves decently above the worst teams in the league. So for Seattle, they're 27-14-5 overall. Their power play is 19th overall. Their penalty kill is 31st at a rate of 70.5%. So both teams with pretty bad penalty kills. The power plays right around the average. We'll see what wins out tonight. Jones, 894 save percentage. Grubauer, 893. So Colin Delia has got the best save percentage of the four. That's odd. At any rate, the Seattle Kraken find themselves a mere 2 points behind Vegas, 1 point behind LA, and 2 points ahead of Edmonton, who are 2 points ahead of Calgary. So it is nice and tightly bunched in the Pacific, as I said. Let me know your thoughts and your winners in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if there is a random shark attack during one of these games, I owe you $4 million. And don't say it can't happen, because I've seen the movie Ice Shark. I've seen Snow Shark too. Snow Shark, Ice Shark, they're all the same. If it can travel in snow, it can travel in ice. Stay safe out there. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.